off, I was having for months. A running cat game, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, probably call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. All that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you gonna lie, you know be great.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready up. Watch out now. Thickly Fury.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham is put on our house. Grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Ravens had 5 and 9 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
They're on 37-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And complete to Drake London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Cordero Patterson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Hitting London coming across the field.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Falcons.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Throws right back to London, complete again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 19-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Black 2. Red.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Back to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. We're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Ravens 7. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, report! Yo.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man, complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
13. Yo. Hey, report.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Here we go.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And Watson has it right side. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 69 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Goes down. The Ravens able to get to it.
Dafe always showing off the pass rush skills. This defense coming out after the half, and if that play is any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Right back to Pitts again. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Jackson on first down. And complete once again to Watson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London,
54 yards.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Ravens 14. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
109 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
13.
Now it's Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is watched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Once more, they turn to Patterson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,